Welcome to King County at your service. I'm Brooke McConnaughey. King County's drug court is a therapeutic court. It's for people charged with nonviolent felonies whose drug addiction led them to crime, but instead of jail, they opt into a pre-child treatment program. It has literally saved and changed hundreds of lives. And now, for the first time since the pandemic, drug court is celebrating graduation in person.
I am so thrilled that you are all here today. This is, of course, one of the most joyful days that we have in drug diversion court. Their journeys took real work and commitment to get to this point, and I hope you are all as proud of them as I am.
Hi, I'm Roxy. I'm a lot of things. Today, I'm sober. 2/22/22. So what is King County Drug Court? It's a diversion program for people who have felonies. And the program offers you housing, counseling, mental health, pretty much anything and everything that I could possibly think of in order not to use drugs they offered.
Drug Court has a lot of requirements that are designed to help participants be successful and stay on track. Participants attend treatment in the community. They do a minimum of 2 random urinalysis drug tests every week. Roxy is somebody who previously graduated drug court, who did come back a second time, but we know that recovery is a process and a lot of people have challenges and bumps in the road.
When I was 2 weeks out from graduating drug court the first time, there was an incident at Mod Pizza, Seattle Center, where a gentleman murdered his child's mother. And I happened to be the one to grab the guy with the knife. And it was traumatizing. COVID hit. I went back to Seattle Center where the trauma happened. The next thing I knew, I had 2 weeks off of work and no support, and I ended up back using. I had to figure out what was the problem and what was the source of my use. Why was I using? What was causing me to continue to do that? Being in survival mode most of my life, just wanting the basic things, just wanting to have my own space, wanting to have structure and safety.
Because you come from a place where I come from.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So in that sense, I know you can understand me. It's the same language, right?
At 36 months follow-up, 81% of our participants have no new felonies. That's really significant because the average participant comes into our program with an average of about 4 prior felonies.
They have the recipe to make drug users and people with addiction successful.
We are really proud of the work that we do, and we're really proud of our participants.
It's like a second chance at life.
Knowing and caring about a community is a powerful tool for keeping it safe. Meet a sheriff's deputy on the beat, focused on community in downtown Burien.
Hi, I'm Under Sheriff Jesse Anderson with the King County Sheriff's Office. I am out here in the city of Burien with Officer Mark Hayden, who is the Burien downtown business officer who makes his rounds every day and contacts the people that work and live in the city of Burien.
What's happening?
Burien.
How are you?
They're good, it's always fun to be in this market.
So Mark, why do you do this work?
I've been in this community now for going on 20 years. Becoming the full-time resource officer has allowed me to strengthen relationships and bonds within the business community. I not only work here, I'm also a resident here in the city of Burien. How are you, Mark?
Brandon.
Brandon, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You ever met our undersheriff?
It's Lucille.
Nice to meet you.
These people are very much, almost sounds cliche, but family members. They're my friends. They're people that have put their trust into me and it gives me that sense of value in my community. It's service and giving back and doing something where people have entrusted me to be kind of the face of our police department.
I've watched you interact with people who treat them with respect. You make people who are kids growing up want to be a police officer.
I appreciate that very much. You don't know how much that means to me.
Well, you don't know how much you mean to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Before this became a full-time job for you, you were out walking the streets of Burien. Have you noticed a difference in how the business owners and other community members down here have received this full-time work, having you here all the time rather than just when you can between calls?
Yeah, and I think that goes back to about 3 years ago when I saw this and I thought there was a need for it.
You can't get a better officer than Mark. What makes Mark very special is not only is he representing our businesses, but he actually lives here in Burien. And so he really takes it to heart and just loves his job immensely, and you can tell, it shows.
I was always engaging with the community, whether it was the residents or the business district. When I started it, a couple hours on a double-up day walking in the community, and particularly the farmers market, people were excited to see a police officer and see somebody in uniform within their community. A lot of that pullback from community policing was because of a lot of issues, as we all know. COVID, budgets, lack of staffing. And the business district didn't really have what they felt was an investment by the police department that they were valued. And the community just likes to have a face to the Burien Police Department, a face to the Sheriff's Office. The patrol officer that they might see is the same person kind of that I am. They're approachable. They're somebody that will be out here along with me, that hopefully will come out and walk with me, integrate themselves into the community, get to be known, and we kind of take that stigma of the big bad police officer and spin it and turn it to become positive and positive interactions with deputies and officers within this business community. It's huge.
Is community engagement a new thing for police?
My idea of community engagement in policing was when I wasn't handling calls for service, I was driving neighborhoods and talking to people about clipping their rhododendrons, walking their dog, kids playing in the street. It was building that rapport with the community to, again, come back and show that the police are approachable, that we're out here, we're service-oriented. Service is huge in our business. One of my huge roles right now is to engage kids, young kids, to go up and show them that you don't need to be afraid of the uniform. The car's really cool and it's got lights, and don't worry that if mom and dad get pulled over, it's okay, we're going to have a positive engagement. You, as a small child, need to be able to come up to the police and say hi, shake our hand. I don't want you to be scared. Don't be scared of the police. We need to kind of flip that a little bit. And I think I've tried to do that as well. It would be nice to be able to carry this model maybe to other areas within the city, to have another officer that covers the days that I'm not here, to keep that relationship within the business district a constant 7 days a week. And, you know, given the way staffing levels are right now, it's something to shoot for in the future. And I think it's something that can be accomplished, not overnight, but it has been a huge benefit to this city. It's been a benefit to my department, my chief, hopefully the sheriff's office, and that's why we're here. There's bad things on the television that we see, but that's not what we're about. We're out here, we're gonna be professional, we're gonna treat everybody with respect, and we do have a job to do, which is enforcement, but we're also here to serve you. We're here to make you feel safe, be present, be visible. We want you to come to Burien. We want you to come to Skyway and White Center. We want you to feel safe.
There are thousands of foster kids in Washington waiting for permanent homes. Teenagers often age out of the foster care system without finding a family. Well, we'd like you to meet Hannah and her amazing new forever family.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 16 years old. The idea was comfortable but cute, cozy, got the braids.
Ever since I can remember, she has been pairing her own outfits, and they have been the most magnificent hodgepodge of whatever textures and colors.
I get a lot of compliments. I get a lot of people saying, you know, oh, I love the way you look, or I love the way you dress, I love your hair. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my shoes today.
Welcome to all of you to King County's National Adoption Day celebration.
And our feature family this year is the McCulley Young family. Uncles Ross McCulley and Wolf Young, and Hannah, age 16.
Now, when I think of adoption, I think of younger kids getting adopted, you know, babies, toddlers. I was 12 years old when I went into the foster care system, and probably around 14 or 15 when I was introduced to the idea of adoption. So I had spinal fusion surgery in end of 2018, about exactly 4 years ago almost, and my mother was not able to take me home, so one of my dads is my biological uncle, so I have still kind of known him even before I was adopted and before I moved in with him.
As her blood uncle, was at the witness of her birth, so it was kind of a no-brainer that when she asked for our help.
When Hannah came to us, it wasn't necessarily going to be a permanent thing, but when the subject came up of adoption, the first thing we did is we asked Hannah, is this something you want? She said yes, and so of course we're on board with it because we love her. You know, we've loved her as our own since she came to live with us. I would recommend it to anyone who has the space in their hearts and not necessarily the space in their homes, because one thing we discovered is when the space is in your heart, you'll make the space in your home.
It'll all work out.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful that these families have stepped up to be the people that these kids need.
I'm a junior in high school right now, so I'm definitely thinking of college, and I think I have a very bright future ahead of me, and I'm very excited.
Getting your infant vaccinated is essential for keeping everyone in our community healthy and safe. That's why Public Health Seattle and King County works with community leaders and businesses to spread the word about childhood vaccinations. Need more information? This pharmacy in South Seattle is ready to answer all of your questions.
Hello, my name is Derek Lane. I'm the pastor of the Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church here in the beautiful Othello community. I'm actually here in the Othello Station Pharmacy with my good friend, Dr. Ahmed Ali. I want to ask you a question. How did you happen to open the Othello Station Pharmacy?
One of the things I really wanted to do is to have a bigger impact in our communities. Early on, I knew that one day I'll come back to the same neighborhood that actually welcomes us as refugees in 1998 and be able to open something that the entire community in Southeast Seattle and South King County hopefully can benefit from. And this pharmacy reflects the diverse population that it serves. We wanted to open a pharmacy that folks who speak a different language can feel welcome, understand the directions of the medicine, are able to understand the side effects, and also answer all other questions comfortably within the realm of the pharmacy. We opened this space, sort of like a community hub to a certain extent. People walk in. It's more than just picking up prescription. It's a relationship we build with the community.
Love to walk, bike, or just take in an amazing King County view? Well, check out this new bridge near Enumclaw that will soon link you to hundreds of miles of trails. Thanks for joining us for King County at your service. Visit us online at kingcounty.gov/KCTV. See you next time.